Hello everyone, this is Merlin 1977. Welcome to my first gameplay of Spacebase DF-9. As you can see, this is Alpha 3B, which is the newest version out. If you are not familiar with Spacebase DF-9, it is essentially an indie game where you get to build a base. It's basically a space management building type of game. It's actually a really cool game. So for those of you who have seen my Craft the World gameplay, you're already familiar with my crappy computer. So these are one of the few games that actually do run pretty well on my system. So let's create a new base. They've actually added a number of different things in this build. But first and foremost, this is a galaxy, obviously, and we're gonna have to pick a spot to build our base. You'll see four things that affect your gameplay up on the upper right hand corner. Stellar density basically means you'll have a ton of asteroids to mine for matter, and that is basically what you'll need to use to build your base, essentially. Warp gate proximity is how many ships actually come by your base. Threat factor is how many times you'll get attacked, and magnetic interference is how many derelict ships will appear just randomly on your around your base. So personally, I like to pick a spot that has the most stellar density. I don't really care about the rest of that stuff. I always want to have access to a lot of matter, so I don't have to rely on getting attacked to get ships and all that stuff. So what I want to see, we're gonna have to find something up here that has a lot of stellar density. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We're kind of getting to the area where I have a decent amount of stellar density. Let's see. Semi-low. So it's neutral. I'm not sure which is bigger, neutral or average. Neutral or average? I guess we can go average. Let's do average. If I can put my mouse right on that spot. Alright, that's good. So basically, here are the definitions for the stellar density. Stellar density, warp rate, proximity, threat factor, and magnetic interference. So derelict vessels are just vessels that have essentially a fog of war on them, and you have to send your security to get through into the ship, and there could be any number of things inside those ships. You're either going to get new crewmates. They're either going to be good guys and bad guys. Good crewmates, obviously, they'll just add them to your ship, to your crew. You can also have raiders, which obviously attack you, and some aliens. So let's pick this spot here with my average or neutral stellar density. Let's see. Supposedly I'm not gonna get attacked very much, but I know I will. And we should get a decent amount of derelicts appearing, which we'll be able to take apart for matter. So let's start the game. Yes. And let's go. Yummy Nebula, nice. So basically, the gist of the game is we are the last vestiges of our Earth population, and we have to reestablish a colony somewhere. So we start out with 3 guys. Let's see. These are asteroids that we're gonna mine. I kind of want to build my base right around. Let's see. right around a lot of this matter, or a lot of this asteroids that will turn into matter here. So let's see. It seems that we were actually in a decent spot here, near this large chunk of asteroid. Actually, we can build our base right in the middle here, because then we'll have access to both of these asteroids. We'll take those apart. We'll take these little stragglers apart. Oh, there's another big chunk here. So it seems this is actually a good spot for it. First thing that we could do, or should do, is you can take apart this base pod for more matter. So you'll actually, people build around this for some reason, but you don't need this anymore. This is pretty much, it's dead weight and it's useless. So if you click on it, click demolish, and we can start the timer here. You can actually obviously pause the game, which is where we are right now, and issue commands. So right now I told them to destroy this. We actually only have a little bit of time in terms of our oxygen. We have probably about, what is that, about 8 minutes worth of oxygen. So in the 8 minutes we actually need to build a few things. We're gonna, actually I don't need to do that right now. Let me start the timer. They'll take this thing apart here. Okay, I think I get $375 out of it. Could you guys demolish this? They should have demolished this. It worked in the other game, so I don't know why I can't demolish it now. They should. Wow, that's really odd. This used to work in previous versions, where you can actually just tell them to demolish that and you'll get an extra 375 matter. But do I need a base first now? Is that one of the changes? That's weird. That was usually my first command that I issued, just to demolish that and get 375 matter out of it. Alright, so maybe that's a change. Alright, so I guess we'll start building out our first room. The first thing we are going to need, I'll leave this out in front of my base just because we can, we'll take it apart. I also want to be sort of in the middle. Let me see here. Sort of in the middle where I can expand my base out. It'll probably be diagonal, bottom left to upper right. So I'm gonna need, yeah, I guess that's in the middle. So I'm gonna start building my base here. The first thing that we'll need is an airlock. So let's build it out. Again, we only have about 8 minutes of oxygen, so we need to build out the first thing very minimally. So airlock, I need a little, let's see, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares, which will give me 5 spacesuit lockers, and I think that should be good enough for now. So let's do that first. After that, we're gonna need another room back here, which is actually, you know what? Let's confirm that at first. Let's build the airlock first. Okay, could we undo that because it seemed to get stuck on it? Now we can start building out this. What is wrong with these guys? Oh, I forgot. I have to set these guys as builders in order for that to work. It's been a while since I played this game. Sorry, folks. Alright, so now they can build. And now I think I can demolish this. That should do it. Let's see. Builders, or do I need to set my... Usually if I set them as builders, they demolish this. But let's see what happens. Alright, let me pause this for a second. Let me zone this as an airlock. And also we are going to construct a door on both ends. They added a few extra things here. Obviously, the fitness center is new in this version. But we're gonna do doors, airlock door, one on this side, one on the other side. Alright. So obviously that wastes our matter. We only have a limited amount of matter to build out a few rooms and to get our our life support center set up. So let's finish this out. There we go. See, they finally demolished it. So that was it. I had to set my guys as builders. Let's finish this out. Are they done? I guess they're done. Okay, second room to build. Sorry. Second room, we're gonna do... Let's build out... I kind of just need one minimal room here because I don't have that much oxygen left. We'll expand out the rooms afterwards. But for now, I just need... Let's see, how much do I need here for this? Probably... I think that should be good enough. You can see up there that it tells you what you can build in it. Residential zone, one bed. I can at this point, life support. I can build 2 oxygen recyclers in it. But what I need is a refinery. Ideally, I like to build 2 refineries because eventually they will drop in durability, and if I don't have enough guys to fix it, they'll just start catching on fire and dying out. So this is kind of off a little, but I guess we can do matter refinery. Alright, we'll do that for now. So let's confirm that. Get our guys to build out the matter refinery, and then after this I'll build out the oxygen recyclers. How much oxygen do my guys have? We have 4.5 minutes. Alright, so in 4.5 minutes I need to... let me pause this for a second. Let me set this as a refinery. And after they're done with that, build out a quick oxygen recycler room. And let me see how much oxygen. 3.5. Alright, I'm going to build out a tiny little room. Alright, we're done with that. Let's build out another little room. Why do I keep doing that? And construct another little room for the oops, no, whoa. Did not want to do that. For the oxygen recycler. So I just need a quick little room here. I think that should be enough. So that, I can do that. Let's see, how many oxygen I just basically need 1 oxygen recycler. That's fine, because 1 oxygen recycler supports 3 lives, 3 people. So I just need to build a small room with 1 oxygen recycler, and after that I can just build 1 oxygen recycler in there, and hopefully that will get me started in the game. So let's set this room as a life support room, and I will have to build an oxygen recycler. I'm also going to need a door. Where's the door? I need a regular door from my refinery room into this. So we'll do that. And eventually I'm going to need an oxygen recycler right in the middle. So life support, oxygen recycler, just stick one right in the middle. Didn't I have enough space? Huh. I thought I had enough space for this. Well, let's see what happens. I think that should have been enough space. There we go. I do have enough space. So, And let's put one right there, and we should be done. How much time do we have? 2.5 minutes. Let's see if we can make it. We should be done with that. One more there. That should be it. And oh, I need spacesuit lockers. Forgot to build those out. Where is this? Airlock, spacesuit lockers. I need. Let's do. Should be enough. Let's see what happens. I hope I have enough time to build out all this stuff. They should start taking off their clothes soon. There we go. Oxygen, good. So we survived that initial spot. So now we can start building out our little base. Ideally, I would like to build out this oxygen, the life support, all the way out as a straight line across that way, and then just have all of the other rooms coming off of it. I built out different bases and all sorts of different configurations, and basically, the further away you build any room, you'll run out of oxygen on those places. So usually the way I built out bases, I usually built out large life support system here, and then every other room just coming off of it. And what I found was the rooms that were at the very end, they ran out of oxygen fairly quickly, or eventually as you start getting more and more people. So ideally, I'd like to build out just like a large or very long corridor of life support, and just have that whole thing be life support with oxygen recyclers, and then every room just coming off of it to the left and to the right of it. I think that might work fairly well. For now, we have enough matter to build. Let's build out two refineries. We're gonna need actually. Oh, and you can also rotate the object as well. So let's have them face forward. I think one should be fine. For now, one would be fine. I don't want to waste all my money on extra stuff that I don't need. So let's start. So once this is built, whenever they decide to build it. Anybody? So here's the ship that you actually get. This was the proximity to the warp gate. So the closer you are to a warp gate, the more ships that come to your base or come by your base, and you can then choose to accept or deny them access to your base. Basically, if you accept them, they will bring new crew members to your base. One of the things that they added in Alpha 3B, or Alpha 3 I should say, is now they have raiders coming into these parties. So if you choose to accept a lot of these new crew members, they will come into your base, and they will pose as nice crew members, and they will actually be raiders. Usually raiders were only when they attack you with their ships. So in the beginning of the game, you shouldn't really get too many raiders to begin with, but I would kind of really like to build this darn thing out already. Somebody please build out the refinery. I don't know why they're not building out any refineries. That's kind of annoying. Why is he running for cover? You can't be serious. There is enough oxygen in this place, so I don't understand why you guys have issues with the oxygen. This is their space face, which is kind of like their Facebook. But they should not be running out of oxygen already. They should have enough oxygen to support this little area here. I've always built out my little base this way to begin with, and then just expanded it, but They should not really be running out of oxygen this quickly. That's very odd. Alright, if you guys are gonna start bitching about oxygen, let's see if we can start out. I don't think I can fit another oxygen recycler in here. Let's see. I think I built it out too small, but I kind of needed it to be... Yeah, it's too... I need one more wall. So let's expand it. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if these guys are just gonna end up dying by themselves now because of this. For now, let's expand this out a little bit. Construct a room. Let's expand this out. A little bit this way, I guess. So we're gonna do this far. They should actually, I think that might be able to do 2 oxygen recyclers across. So let's do that. Let's see if these guys actually go out and do it. They should start getting into their spacesuits and stop running for cover. Unless they're just gonna die for some reason now. There is enough oxygen here. I don't really know. Let me force this door open for now, just in case they don't have oxygen. You can pretty much force any door open or closed. So there should be enough oxygen. I don't know why they're bitching about oxygen. Okay, could somebody get into a spacesuit and build out the extension, please? Anybody? Wow, just had all my guys die already. That's awesome. So, yeah, this is, they changed the gameplay a little bit now. Usually this setup, worked when I started playing the game, earlier alpha builds. So basically, don't get attached to any of your guys because they will die. But wow, they really modified this game. I guess initially you should start out with 2 oxygen recyclers, a room that supports 2 oxygen recyclers. But this setup always worked before. So I guess the only thing to do is to wait for that ship to come and just accept them on our base. Hopefully it'll come out pretty soon. Come on, anybody, any day now. Usually get a pop-up with requests to come aboard, and you can either accept or deny them access. That is very odd. Boy, they really changed this out a lot. So yeah, pretty much all my guys are dead. Isn't that awesome? This is also another thing that they added, which is basically if you click on a dead person, they'll tell you what happened to them and how they died. They died of asphyxiation. Alright, well, that ship should be coming in pretty soon. I don't, usually doesn't take this long. But this setup, that kind of sucks. This setup always worked in the previous versions. So basically, airlock, refinery, and then my little oxygen recycle room, life support room. It would really be nice if that ship came along. So you don't get any more. You don't get any more ships now when your posse dies. Is that it? That can't be right. Usually that was the only thing that saved my ass before. Just whenever I had all my guys die, usually you just sit around waiting for new ships to come and repopulate your base slowly but surely. But you do get your crew back to some degree. Am I gonna have to start a new game now? I shouldn't really have a need to. So let's sit around and wait a little bit and see if that ship comes along. It should. Yeah, where's this? That ship. Come on. You're my only hope right now. Sometimes they just come and they don't even get to your base. If you have some construction queued up, they actually just go straight from the ship to building this out. So it's possible that I might get those guys that come to your base. They'll just go straight to work. Doubtful, but I'm not sure what else they fixed on this. But this is an inauspicious start to the first gameplay of this. But I've never really had that happen before, where my first 3 guys died with this particular setup. I guess I'll have to change my layout a little bit and skip on the refinery and put the refinery and build essentially a room that supports 2 or 3 recyclers. A life support, that is, and then build a refinery. But I really wanted the refinery right after the airlock, because as you know, when I have miners mining the asteroids, as soon as they walk into the airlock, they'll just go straight into the refinery and then right back out. I don't want them to start going through 1 or 2 or 3 different rooms before they get to the refinery. So for now, still waiting on that ship. I'm hoping it'll come soon, because otherwise I'll just have to start a new game, which kind of sucks. So yeah, it's actually a pretty unforgiving game. Your people are gonna die of all sorts of bad things. In this version, they actually implemented a meteor shower, where it's a random event that just bombards a certain portion of your base, and once that happens, let me close this door. And once that happens, they'll pretty much puncture holes through your base, so you'll have holes in the floor where some of your people would just get sucked through, and they'll die. They'll get sucked through into space and die. I'm still hoping the stupid this ship comes along, but I'm not sure. Let's see, what's my oxygen here? The oxygen's 100% here and 100% there, so I'm good on oxygen now. I just need some people to come to my base now. If it would be really nice if they came to my base. I'll give it another few moments here, and maybe another 30 seconds, and if that's the case and I'm not gonna get this ship that's supposed to come, I'll restart the game and I'll redo my base a little bit. I'll just have to reconfigure a few things, which is kind of annoying, but this setup never really failed before. Why? I'm not sure if that's tweaking of the AI that they did or what, but this usually always worked. And it sucked too, because this is actually a really great spot, right near a couple of large meteors, and we would have gotten a lot of matter from it. But I guess I might just have to restart now. So what do you think? 10 seconds? We'll wait another 10 seconds. I guess that ship isn't coming anytime soon. But man, they didn't even build this. They didn't build out my refinery either. They just automatically started asphyxiating. They started running for cover and asphyxiating automatically. So yeah, I don't want to sit around here and wait. I kind of wanted to show you guys the gameplay. So sitting around here waiting for this kind of defeats the purpose. So alright, let's restart.